How to win friends and influence people. 6 ways to get people to like you. The sixth principle is simply this: make the other person feel important and do it sincerely and genuinely. The author shares one of his students who was a landscape owner of a company. And he shares an incident that after attending one of his seminars, Dale Carnegie's seminars, he was doing a large project for an attorney in the state of New York who had a beautiful estate. And he said he came out and was speaking with him, and he noticed that he had some dogs that he trained. And he says, so I started to visit with the owner about his dogs. He says, Judge, it looks like you have an incredible hobby and some great dogs. And I even see that you've won some ribbons at Madison Square Garden in some dog shows. And of course, the judge and the attorney was impressed that he knew these things about him. And he began to talk to him about all of his dogs and the ribbons that they had won. And he says, have you got a minute? And he showed him his kennels and he showed him his dogs. And then he turned to the landscape owner and he says, you don't by any chance have any small children, do you? And he said, I do. I have a young son. And he says, I'm going to give you a dog for him. And he gave him a dog worth several $100s. Today's money, that would have been thousands. And then he wrote out the pedigree, the feeding instructions, how to take care of the dog. Did the landscape owner do this thinking he's going to get a dog? No, my friends, he did it because he was learning principles. And he was applying principles. My friends, the principles in this book, you don't do it to gain reward, because the biggest reward of all is to watch the happiness in someone else's life when you pay attention to them, when you find the things that are important to them. The byproducts are that things come into your life because people appreciate being appreciated.